Good morning, Taurus. Welcome to Finally Found Tarot 1111. Please welcome all new watchers. This is going to be your general spread for the past, present, and the future energies. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Taurus. Please take what messages resonate with you, claim them for yourself, toss to the universe which is it's not meant for you, that's okay, and check your other Moon, Rising, and Venus placements and the videos that correspond with that to better get some more insight if you don't find it here. Remember, energy and time is fluid, so I could be connecting to many energies, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, obviously. Okay, so with that being said, I have meditated on your card, Taurus, and your energy, and pre-drew your spread to save a vast 10, 20 minutes, 15 minutes shuffling, sometimes depending on how long it takes for the cards to speak. So I did that while I said a prayer. We're going to say that same prayer, Taurus, and then we're going to clear your energies, yours and mine, and then we'll begin with the spread. All right. So without further ado, Taurus, please remember to take a deep breath in through your mouth and out through your nose, or in through your mouth and out through your nose, to release and energies that come within you. Okay, so may the universe grant me the power of water to accept with ease and grace which I cannot change. The power of fire to change with energy and courage those things which I can. The power of air to know with intuition and wisdom which is rich. And may the power of earth to continue with strength and steadfastness on my journey. And may the power of the divine bless this reading to be true and sound and to accurately guide my hand by theirs. And may this bless and clear the energy of Taurus, the energies in mine, and clear and balance their chakras. All right, Taurus. Now we're just going to let that sing while we continue to start on our energies. So our overall theme up here, Taurus, is the waxing crescent moon here. So this is going to talk about initiative, okay? So there's going to be a lot of initiative throughout this spread this week for you. This is about growth, and it can be broken into two parts: obstacles, which are negative patterns from the past, right? And actions, which are changes made to achieve alignment. So what this means is that focusing your energy toward what you want to accomplish is a form of self-care. So resist the urge to overwater your garden so you don't get root rot, essentially. Don't, it's beginning, this is the moon that's beginning to show herself, right? So it's beneath the surface. The roots of the seeds that you are planting or did plant are beginning to weave and strengthen in the soil. So you're starting to see roots take form. Beautiful earth energy there as well. So this is good energy for you to be coming into. These are your oracle cards. You can't see them on camera, but this is going to represent the past, present, and the future oracle messages, and then this will be the storyline going this way about it. Okay, so the first one is you got 42, smoke and mirrors, Taurus. So maybe in the past there was a lot of smoke and mirrors, either with you or another person. In your energy, someone maybe you experienced a lot of smoke and mirrors, but it was seeing through that lens of those past conditionings in your life, Taurus, that inability to recognize the truth for what it was being offered. It's also healing from that misguided perceptions and moving beyond the illusion of separation. So also being accountable for your biases and the way you view the world. So, we're actually built to view the world very inaccurately. Our five senses tell us we're separate from one another. We're conditioned to see time as linear, and this creates a consciousness of denialation, separation, and finalities, essentially. So we have this innate fear that what we see is all there. Although we know deep down there's more, we're suspicious of it, right? Our fear of death results from this kind of perception. The entire world is like in the construct of smoke and mirrors, and our job is essentially to discover the truth that lies beyond that illusion, discovering that all frontiers of science align with the ancients have known, and at the atomic level, we're like blinking lights and empty space. So ask yourself if what you see is really just what you're looking for. What do you sense beyond your intellectual assessment of what it is? And can you drop into your heart and soul and call for that vision? Today, trust the inner voice that reminding you what you truly will find, what you seek, and more, even in if your outer conditions appear to be challenging that. It's all smoke and mirrors, Taurus. Things are not exactly as they seem, and that was much for you, a very strong energy in the past for you. Things didn't represent what they seem. A lot of smoke and mirrors, okay? We're going to go into your mermaid message for this week, and this is going to be the mermaid seashell. Emerge from this your safe place, beautiful soul. You have sheltered and healed, but we mermaids now call you forth to dance and sing with us. You are ready to fill your life with untamed joy once again. Yes, you are, okay? Now these cards we will read from the book because they are very healing and the description is vast. So you got 2. Inner trust, okay? So the past required you to have some inner trust at an epic level. And though it may be cloaked and hidden, within you lies natural magnificence, vibrancy, and true uniqueness. The harder this is for you to believe, the more growth this oracle is offering for you now. The opportunity of growth lies in letting go of the need to hide yourself from the world and to let go of any doubt about the wonder of what lies within you. This oracle brings you the message that it's time for you to trust yourself and let the real inner you out from behind the veil. You're being assured that you can trust your intuition and your own sense of things. Sometimes what you sense will be love, and when you open your heart and move easily towards the source of that love. Be in it the form of another person, a new career path or project which you deeply care about and want to pursue, or a spiritual or creative practice that you are keen to explore. The oracle of inner trust comes to you with this guidance. You know what you are doing. You have enough wisdom and intuition to be able to place yourself more fully in the world, to take steps to unhide yourself. Even if you feel you have no clue about what's happening at a broader level in your life, even if you can't quite see the whole picture of what is taking place within or around you, you still have all the wisdom and intuitive ability you need to take one step at a time and navigate your way through absolutely anything that life brings to your door. If you've been thinking of taking a leap of faith and doing things differently, whether your personal life or your creative, then this oracle brings a particular message to trust your instincts and go for it. Though this oracle comes at a time when the patterns of your life are shifting, and you can take advantage of the shift and leap into an entirely new level of consciousness and experience. This is not a time for self-doubt or playing small. It is a time to get in touch with the courage, boldness, and daredevil within, and to take that step, big or small, into the future that is beckoning you forward. You have the wings to fly. Sometimes we don't realize it until we leap over the edge of what we have known and begin to soar into a new life. Beautiful energy there. We'll jump right into tarot now. So this is going to tell me the story kind of the past here. And the Tower. So you opened up with the Tower. So this is definitely a situation in the past that brought you kind of to your knees, made you feel an emotional turmoil. It was the crumbling tower around you. You're surrendering. I surrender and know how to go forward. And that's beautiful what this tower is. This tower, it crumbles, but it offers you a beautiful light at the end of that crumbling, that new start, essentially. Tower is often looked at as a bad card, but I see it as more of a rebirth. It is not often it's going to be an uncomfortable time for you. It's going to bring that sudden change that's unexpected and possibly chaotic, but it's a time to surrender rather than to fight an old situation or an old relationship or an old belief that's no longer going to be standing up for you. However, you can recover and construct something better and anew from this. It's better now that you see that truth. The spiritual interpretation of this card is a personal breakthrough and enlightenment. So that could be, I see a lot of personal breakthrough and enlightenment here with the smoke and mirrors. You're getting a lot of that enlightening energy. The stones here are hematite and rutilated quartz, which is a link to the crown chakra and your connection point to that spiritual realm. And hematite's associated with that base chakra for belonging and security. So if you want to grab some of those stones, it will help you deeply. But this is surrendering to how and know how to go forward. And that's very important for you, Taurus. In the past energy, you had to have that inner trust to be able to see your way forward, okay? You get the 10 of Wands. I love and care for myself first. Okay, so Wands, this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, so it's fire energy, possibly representing someone in your past, but this is about more than anything about you. 10s are endings and new beginnings, which is significant of that tower, right? So this is you loving and caring for yourself first. And coming into that energy, Taurus, you're very giving energy, so sometimes too giving and you can be walked all over. But this was being overwhelmed and losing sight of your goals, and it was having too many burdens on your plate. The weight on your shoulders was just too grand. And then there's this is going to be a point which you feel it's impossible to reduce it. You're going to have this snapping point. This is very much that break. I can't take it anymore, backing up. You have too much of a cluttered mind. You need to simplify the things around you and prioritize better, okay? You're going to get done if you commit to fewer people or projects. This is going to mean managing your external demands of work or relationships and not taking other people's problems to be on your own, Taurus. You very much sometimes do. Understanding that you need to love and care for yourself first was a huge energy there, and with that tower coming, okay, very powerful there. You have 2 energies out next, then which is, I'm going to start with this one because this is the 7 of Wands, staying in that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but this is I actively hold true to my values, energy that you've held and stood by it, Taurus, which is beautiful energy there because this is you knowing what you want. This is also signifying a challenge, right? That you could be sort of fending off a barrage of demands and requests, which is speaking to that 10 of Wands coming. It's too much. You can't take it anymore. You're feeling like you need to defend your position. You have to be crystal clear about your beliefs and your intentions, and you became wise to communicate them precisely so that you could not be misunderstood in the situation and didn't get out of control. You're clear about your boundaries, Taurus. That's one thing. You're Earth sign. You're very clear about your boundaries usually, so in advance usually. So the people always know where they stand with you. That's which is a good thing. But be passionate and speaking up for your demands is very important for you. Then you have the 5 of Pentacles. This is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I'm supported and never alone. So you're in your element. This 5 is, yeah, you're supported, you're never alone, and you're starting to understand that as people are coming into your life and expressing that they have so much to share with you and embrace with you, but you have to see this generosity and compassion that you could benefit from, or you could be giving generous help and assistance, but more than anything, this is what you're going to be benefiting from. You're going to be this recipient of someone's kindness that are gracious, receive of aid, maybe in some form of money or practical support. But this 5 is definitely going to bring this fear of destitution, sort of feeling impoverished and alone, and it's going to denote this money crisis that you kind of keep feeling over and over as reoccurring cash flow problems. But or you could be struggling on a low income with the pandemic. A lot of people are. A lot of people lost their jobs. But this is signifying a fear of poverty and isolation from society, friends, or family, or possibly after a breakup. But whatever it's saying, it's reflecting more of a state of mind and a fear of losing what you have. Even if there is financial security, you're afraid of losing it at this point. You know that you're supported and never alone, and that what is meant for you will never pass you by. You're never going to be without, okay? Taurus is very dedicated to earth energy, hardworking individuals. So you're going to always provide for your family. Don't doubt about that. Next is your ancestor message from your animal spirit guides. You got 12 Wombat, exploration, which denotes to a 3, which is creation, and it's beautiful. So Wombat, exploration. So this is good energy here for you. I think that because this is earth energy, which is in your element, this is the key of balancing all life's callings, is to explore innovative solutions. And that's what you're doing. You're trying to balance much energy, much demands, many burdens. Unlike most marsupial mammals, the wombat has that reverse pouch to rear and store their young, allowing them to continue the things that they enjoy, right? So, with minimal hindrance or impacting the lives of those in love, they're true masters of balancing duty and passion. And that's important. They have self-exploration as well as real-world exploration, and it's essential for that soul growth and development. They also teaching you the importance of having a beautiful home base that we feel is yours and yours alone, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And that's important energy. Something was causing that disconnection within you, that you felt like you did not have an important home base energy for some time. Okay. Then you're going into your sacred destiny message here, and this is purification. Beautiful. This is beautiful, Taurus, because this is exactly what I feel like is happening for you. You're going through that purification of inner trust, learning who you are, seeing what you truly need, and seeing that there's so much beyond what you see right now. It's difficult for new, right, vibrant energy to enter your life if it's clogged with old and outdated energy, Taurus. You need to cleanse and purify that body and your physical space. This is a great time for a detox, a clutter clearing, or a cleansing, space clearing. Release outdated energy to invite that fresh, clear energy into your life. Eat lightly and don't take things personally. Release resentment, guilt, and blame, Taurus. Purify yourself, thought, word, and deed. And decluttering is modern day alchemy, right? So if you don't love it or use it, let it go. That's your that's what you need to, yeah. And this is also representing abundance. As flowing water is a metaphor for prosperity in summer, is a time of expansion, and we're coming into spring-like time. This is time for us to expand. Remember, if you don't love it or use it, let it go. Beautiful card and beautiful message there for you. Going into the present here, we have 39, Wish Upon a Star. Taurus, this is one of my favorite cards. Very spiritual connection to this card. This is a very important card for you, because this is wishing upon, this is understanding that you have so much underneath you. This is intentions based on your desires and aspirations. The act of consciously committing to your visions. Do you believe your dreams can become real, or do you shrug them off and shy yourself from being unrealistic, Taurus? What if you could trust that the world around you holds promise that you've not yet realized? Perhaps the point of all along is how something can happen, the power of wishing and intending. Allow yourself to dream and play with different realities, even if it seems impossible. If it calls you and feels good, why not choose it? Wish upon a star, then live it as if your wish were already true. Know that those beautiful dreams you have been nurturing are in the process of becoming real. Don't forget that the act of wishing, dreaming, and intending is more important than figuring out the how, essentially. It shows the universe you're serious about playing that game of life, and that you trust the essence of the partnership. Remember, every day you dream, you believe in, and hope for is a call to a twinkling star. And that answer is going to come sometimes swiftly, sometimes slowly, but no wish is ever wasted. And this is the Oracle's present energy for you. Beautiful energy, okay? Mermaid Message. Sea gardens. We mermaids tend underwater gardens filled with kelp and anemones, blooming with rare and exotic beauty. Anemones, sorry. You have a garden to tend to, human child. Do not neglect creating something beautiful that has longed for your attention. Beautiful. Okay. 21. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. And if you notice, it's the same on both sides, this card. Okay? So this card is saying that you are the same on both sides. Beyond your heart is what it is truly there. And there's so much beyond that. So this is, in the chaos of modern life and the constant fluctuations of our minds, it can be difficult to remember that a sublime sanctuary lies within, yet is always there. Beneath this ceaseless activity, there is endless and vast spaciousness that restores and connects us to something greater, something that exists outside of time. Some might call it eternity. So within that sanctuary, sacred sound is felt rather than heard. The sacred sound is actually the reverbeating heartbeat of the entire universe. Your own heart's rhythm sounds within the greater universal heartbeat. the totality of life, all of your being can be felt as one through listening to and feeling for the sacred sound of the heart beating within you. This oracle has a message for you. There is a way of the mind which can make mountains out of molehills, even when it thinks this is turning mountains into molehills. Then there is the way of the heart. It is the subterranean that moves subtly beneath possible obstacles, intelligently shifting with exquisite sensitivity, sensing the way forward through dangerous pathways and responding to what is before it even occurs in the physical world. However, with the heart's intelligence, we cannot see and know in the same way that we do when we allow the mind to direct us. We have to be open to another way if we want to benefit from the innate intelligence of the heart. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Deep within, you know what to do and you know what is true. It matters not whether the mind and its plans seem to agree with your inner sense. Your willingness to trust your heart and to rebel against fear will serve you well. Let your heart lead you. Be sure of your heart. Be sure of your faith and trust in what you feel. Your head and heart have been in conflict at times over the course of your life. This has brought you struggle and sometimes deep suffering. However, this oracle brings you the message that a truce will soon be declared, and the appropriate outcome of the mind, waving the white flag of surrender, is imminent. Soon, if not already, you will finally be free, feeling that your heart is leading you. You will feel that your mind is learning to flow with the guidance of your heart rather than trying to be out front, seeing the sorting everything out in advance in order to be safe. Your affairs are in accord with love, and no matter what you may appear to be at times, all is unfolding according to the greater love, you included. Beautiful energy. Okay, then you have a Justice card. There is no reverses in this deck. So this is, I speak my truth in fairness to myself. Okay, so Justice, this is also Libra energy, Taurus. But this is, you're calling for some justice within yourself, or it's revealing a decision that's going to be in your favor, provided that it's right, fair, and deserving, right? So this card is relating to the outcome of possibly legal matters or signifying those that work in the legal profession. But overall, the truth prevails and your situation improves as a result. Justice can reveal the need to find balance in your life by following your truth or your values, which is more significant energy here. Solidite is associated with the throat chakra for communication and self-expression. Its color blue is linked with truth. So whatever you need to speak up and be heard, you can gather that stone, or possibly just try to energize, think of that stone, think of the color, and it'll do powerful things for you. Then we have the Fool. Yes. Okay, so all those stones there are represented because this is you're guided and protected on your life journey. This is starting over after all this tower, all this emotional purification, wishing upon your star, getting that justice, that balancing of those scales. You're starting anew. You're getting the Fool-like energy, the beginning, right? This is a beginning, a fresh start that's beckoning, and an opportunity is awaiting for you. You're going to find new work, possibly a new romantic partner, or begin a creative venture. You could be driven by ideal or passion, but depending on your circumstances, you're going to need to approach with a little bit of caution. You know the practicalities and explore those options before you take them. And this represents all 7 chakras, so it's a balance of all 7 of them. Okay? And the High Priestess, your intuition guides you to the truth. And this is all major arcana here. So your intuition is guiding you to that truth. Okay, that justing. You're coming into your intuition, which is speaking here. The towers fall. You've understood you need to love and care for yourself. You've seen this energy, the purification of your soul, wishing upon your star, that speaking your trueness and fairness to yourself. Then your intuition is guiding you to the ultimate truth here, which is that High Priestess energy. Beautiful energy. And this is allowing you to follow your inner knowing. This is time to listen to your intuition and trust yourself. You could be drawn to some sort of spiritual development or psychic work, but this is finding some sort of personal knowledge, a need for discretion, sort of, or even secrecies here. But this is going to bring insight and wisdom, protection. This stone is also linked to the third eye chakra, so this is basically all about communication and intuition, Taurus, which is very important for you. and seeing the deeper truth in any given situation here. Very powerful stuff. Then your Ancestor Messages, Compassion, 44 as well. Here, Taurus, this is important energy here, because this is out. It's all about compassion, but also standing your ground. Elephants are great. They are compassionate, but they protect their family. They stand their ground, and they don't let anybody come down and tell them any different. This is also air energy, so this is approaching all with love, empathy, and understanding. It's a great symbol of presence, and they're largely intimidating physically, but they elude peace and compassion amongst that animal community. When threatened, they stand their ground. They use their powerful forces to be reckoned with. But however, it's their connection to that earth, their innate intelligence, and their social and family groups that makes them great teachers of importance and compassion and consideration for all. And that's what your ancestors are calling on you to consider at this time. Your sacred destiny messages, fulfillment, Taurus. Yeah, all this hard work is going to show you that fulfillment, that big full new moon. You're going to have a lot of fulfillment. That big peach there, I love that sign. You're going to eat that peach, take it into the peach of life, and that's just so powerful. I love that, because this is that fulfillment at hand. No matter what is occurring in your life, put your attention into what is splendid, pleasurable, and luscious. Find bliss in that moment. Love fully, deeply, and without hesitation, Taurus. Cherish your friendships and fill your life with people, experiences, and places that give you delight. And let go of people and things that don't feel empowering and that drag your energy down. You no longer need to put the needs of others ahead of your own needs. If you've had any health issues, a ripe peach represents a return to better health. Savor your life with gusto and with grace. Experience and embrace life in all its perpetuations. And if you want to conceive a baby or a new project, start a new relationship, this card is an excellent omen for a great outcome for that. So beautiful, beautiful energy. In the future, your oracle messages, bearing fruit. Yeah, I think that's so significant, because you just got bearing fulfillment with that peach, and now you're going to be bearing some fruit here for the future, which is beautiful energy. So the present says you're going to get fulfillment, the future says you're bearing fruit. So what a beautiful, from the start of a little bit smoke and mirrors to bearing fruit at the end, this is birthing the results of hard work, and that idea of consistent thought is manifesting into form. If your life were a tree, what kind of fruit would it bear? Perhaps a peach, I think. But everything is intricately connected in our lives, and not all ideas will bear sweet fruit. Sometimes you reap our sour and bitter harvest based on your sense of your personal narrative and your assumptions about others. But this is a powerful, fertile season. Remember, you birth into the world which you pay most attention and consistently hold within your truth. So be clear about what you attend and make this commitment, Taurus. Beautiful energy. Beautiful stuff. The key to wise. We, the mermaids, bring you the keys to wise, a lost land with knowledge resting deep beneath the cold, dark northern sea. You may be drawn to a book, study, or a teacher with wisdom to share. So maybe somebody in your life is going to come to you with some deepened wisdom in your life. And then you go listening for the truth, okay? 36. That's, yeah. You're trying to seek a lot of truth, and it's coming to you. It's absolutely coming to you. Truth speaks to us constantly, but not always in words. It can communicate through a feeling that is hard to put into words, but brings an inexplicable sense of peace, trust, and the knowledge that somehow everything is going to work out perfectly, even if there's a little evidence of how it's going to happen. This oracle comes with a message of truth for you. You're hearing something that is not being said, and what you're hearing is truthful. You may feel as though you're the only one that is ready to hear or see it. Perhaps you've been working in a situation or a loving relationship where truth is consistently denied. We live in a world where truth is frequently avoided out of fear of what might be revealed. At the basis of such actions, consciously or not, is a deep sense of unhealed toxic shame. If you or someone else is fearful of the truth will expose, rather than free and heal, then some personal healing is required. It is time for letting go of old wounds in favor of a greater sense of self-love and acceptance. This oracle brings you guidance if you've been worn down and depressed by the lies, gossip, deceit, or backstabbing going on around you. Don't fret. Get out in nature and spend some time communing with the infinite. Healing will come to you now, no matter how many times and how many ways or by how many tongues untruth is spoken. You know what you know in your sacred rebellious heart. The truth is your connection to the living life, life itself. Don't give up. Just open up to healing and know that the truth always eventually prevails. Beautiful. Beautiful, Taurus. All right, then you have the Nine of Wands here. I am strong for as long as I need to be strong. More Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. But this is you being strong for as long as you, and taking this energy that's saying you're not backing down to no one, and nor should you. And that's a great energy for you to have at this time, because for some time I think you were taking it on the chin and being too accompanying but this is about vigilance and strength and defense, and it's showing that there's an ongoing struggle that's going to test your character and your resources. You're going to be tired, but you still need to fight on, because you're almost at this goal, at this point where some people give up or give in, right? So the message here is to persevere. If you're harboring any old wounds, past experiences, it's unsafe to drop, it's unsafe to drop your guard just yet. For this reason, you're going to be overly vigilant, unwilling to trust others until you have absolute proof of their intentions. Be cautious about that. Don't be too vigilant that you push them out of their life, but be vigilant. You can love and care for yourself first, right? And that's important. The Empress energy here, beautiful. I create what I choose naturally and with joy. Okay, and that's beautiful, because yes, you do. You can create it naturally with joy, Taurus. You have that beautiful energy within you to do so. But sometimes we get stuck in that stagnant energy. This is revealing that you're going to enter a productive, abundant life phase. Okay, this reduces to 3, right? So creation again. So, and it also has the stone of rhodonite, which it brings emotional healing. It works on that heart chakra to help soothe and upset, release fear, stimulate those fears of compassion yourself. It also heightens all positive emotions. So whatever's in your life will become greater at this time. So that's a beautiful energy. And then you have the King of Wands. You have so much fire energy here. I am successful in all I do. I think you're embracing, probably a lot of you have a lot of fire in your placement. But it might be just the energy that you need right now at the time, because this is ambition, inspiration, success. As an individual in this reading, it's expressive, dedicated, and passionate. So this is that entrepreneurial spirit. You could be supported in all you do, definitely right now, but this is, you're standing apart from a crowd and you're seeking ingenious ways to expand your network and your knowledge. Take the lead, dare to be different, and publicize what you do. You're successful in all you do right now, and it's beautiful energy here. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, then your spirit ancestor message here for you is Wagtail 64, which is essence. Okay, so some essence here, 64, and beautiful energy here. This is all in the realm of spirit. This is get back to your roots and lighten up. It's offering us the gift of reconnecting with our own presence and essence and our purpose, our soul, our connection to all that's divine. And he sits on the grass, foraging for insects, swaying and fanning, but it's reminding us of our importance to stay grounded, remembering the childhood memories that we collect, having fun, playing, dancing, and singing. Returning to these ancient practices for pure happiness, we're able to see what that always drove us to such big work in this world, the innocence, the essence, and the beauty of life that we wish to continue to persevere for generations to come. Beautiful message from your ancestors there. Beautiful. Sacred destiny message. Blessings, Taurus. Blessings. Beautiful energy. You're going to receive so much blessings, and I truly believe that. And it's happening, it's starting to happen, or it's coming for you quite quickly, I would think. This is the Holy Spirit, essentially. This is immersed blessings are emerging into your life, and those are from spirit, angels and guides and spirit guardians that are watching over you. An angelic intervention is available to you. Be open to that voice of divine. Messages are all around you. You are protected. You are safe. You can have faith that your path is guided. Watch for signs that spiritual beings are present in your life, Taurus. Profound healing energy is flowing to you in wondrous ways. Refreshing, replenishing energy is filling your life. And this is beautiful, beautiful spread. Until next time, my friends, namaste.